I came on set completely naive and completely inexperienced and a child who had just lost his father. So I came in with exactly what you said.
Yeah.
It was Anvita that guided me कि कैसे करोगे acting अगर ये सब, but not like that.
In that, I was like, in that tone. Mummies of people who are my age only, yaar. Karu mein. It's like
They come to you?
ridiculous. Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. And like, I'm like, Anvita, listen. I've just said, no, don't call me ever. And I say worse things to my manager and she's like, let me handle it.
That pressure is not going to go away.
Yes.
My father was who he was, and there is a legacy to maintain, and there are his fans, and there is a lot of love to, there's a responsibility towards that love and towards the admiration.
That brings me to you, Babil.
What?
What?
What? We forgot.
Sorry, man. It's my first promotion. No,
But everyone's asking you about Baba.
Oh, great. So they get a representation of character question.
There are
I get
these
a Baba
questions.
question.
But tell me, when you approach this character, how do you go clean that there is a baggage, there is an entire legacy that you need to represent and act?
I don't think... See, I came on set completely naive and completely inexperienced and a child who had just lost his father. So I came in with exactly what you said.
Yeah.
It was Anvita that guided me कि कैसे करोगे acting अगर ये सब, but not like that.
In that, I was like, in that tone.
This is what she said. This is what she taught me. But in a very, very different way. Like, she never said it. She just gave me directions. She nudged me in a few ways. She showed me art to listen to watch. And just kept me around the clean slate family. You know what I mean? Like, how they were working. I would come, I would meditate with her for 15 minutes. I would just sit and meditate with her for 15 minutes. And then I'd just be around the process of making the film. And I think, through her guidance, and with all my gratitude, I say this, that on the set of Qala, I didn't at all feel that baggage or the pressure of those expectations. Of course, right after I set off from the set of Qala, I would feel it, or coming into the film, I would feel it. But I think this film taught me so much about how to deal with that and how to live with that pressure, because that pressure is not going to go away.
Yes.
My father was who he was, and there is a legacy to maintain, and there are his fans, and there is a lot of love to, there's a responsibility towards that love and towards the admiration and the support, I never felt alone after he left. Our family didn't feel alone after he left because of their love. So the pressure is never going to go, but the point of view, the perspective of looking at pressure changed because of Anvita. I think instead of being scared of the pressure, now the pressure just kind of lifts me off my bed and helps me, explore the craft and to just do it with a lot of passion and with a lot of sincerity. मैं अभी sincereness बोलने वाला था sir.
You'll do me a favor.
Yeah.
The question that you asked them, ask him that.
I was going to ask that question.
Ask him.
But amid all this, choosing these roles, choosing the next few roles, tell me, how do you make sure that these roles build Babil as an actor?
I don't.
You don't?
I really don't think so much. The scripts come.
Yeah.
There were scripts before when I was auditioning for Qala. There were scripts, but Qala felt right.
Yes.
It felt right, so I did it. After that, as you grow and growing up as Baba and Mama's son, you start to notice where life is trying to guide you. It's not, we have this illusion of how everything is in our control, like we are guiding our life. That is true to an extent, but you have, I think in my upbringing I was taught how to recognize how life is guiding me. So where it's trying to lead me, what it's trying to make me do. So I think that has a huge part in how I make my decisions. But I want to explore, I want to have fun, and I want to do good work, and I just want to keep evolving. The day I feel like I'm not growing, that's the day I will start analyzing in what I'm doing wrong. Because that's the entire point,
Okay, let's just manifest. Tell me
Manifest.
the next role.
That word.
The next role.
Yeah.
let's manifest.
Yeah.
I can't. I something like she's doing, like,
In an as.
yeah, I want to do what she's doing. Like, she just, the title role.
That is my next question. 3 films as Anna has. First 3 films. And then...
इतनी बार इंटरव्यूज में बोल दिया ना मैंने
हाँ.
लाइक अभी मैं टेबल घर ले जाऊंगी
No, I was just researching this morning and I was like, okay, Laila, Bulbul and Qala, all in an as.
Yeah.
But now you also move on to a more, sorry for saying that, but commercial side.
yeah.
Tell me, is there a difference, the noise we make about it, is there a difference? Because now we have seen both.
I think the stories are different. The way you tell your story is different. Other than that, it's everything else is the same. You put in the same amount of effort in a film like Qala as you put in a film like there is no title for it for now, but I mean,
Which is with the key.
yeah. The amount of work that you put in there is no difference in that. How you act for a particular scene, it's the same. The process you follow, I feel that changes with every scene. So, as such, there's no difference. But yes, these are different stories told in a very different manner, and that's about it. Yeah, I don't think there is. I mean, I love commercial. I would love to do a lot more commercial films, and I would love to do everything. In fact, more OTT films as well, more Netflix films. In fact, I am doing. So I am just trying to strike a balance because that is also fun. This is also fun. You know, there are things that you learn as an actor about yourself doing these kind of films, and then there are things that you learn there as an actor. So learnings are there in commercial space as well as OTT space. So as long as that is there, you're safe. And I think it's also important for us to be doing different kind of choose different roles, because if you keep on doing the same thing, then there is no improvement. Then you are put into one category. And from day one, I never wanted to be
Typecast.
Yeah, that was my biggest fear as an actor.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm just glad, and I think I'm very lucky also that I've been getting opportunities where I'm, getting to do different stuff. Like how Laila Majnu was a different story. Qala, Bulbul. I don't see any similarity. Even though Bulbul and Qala are both on OTT platforms, but there is no similarity. So that's the fun part.
She's happy.
I'm like, yeah.
But that brings me to you, Swastika. This is...
It's in English. He had a couple of Hindi ones and she was just like...
I'll just answer in Bengali, put subtitles. Can't do it anymore.
But you call this your second innings.
I do.
Yeah. You enter an altogether different industry. And you are someone with a strong opinion, strong voice.
Yeah.
Tell me, do you need a special bone to say no in a different industry, a different landscape?
No.
No? No.
No means no. No. Just say politely no.
But what are these kinds of roles that you don't want to do?
Mummies of people who are my age only, yaar. What karu main? It's like
They come to you?
ridiculous. Yeah, they do. And like, I'm like, Anvita, listen. I've just said, no, don't call me ever. And I say worse things to my manager and she's like, let me handle it. Because I'm like, bol de yaar unko. Then there's like 2 sentences. It's like, I'm going to handle it, you please don't get
Let me put it politely.
Yeah, let me put it politely because I get angry at times. And so that is something which is a no. And I don't want to do things that are not substantial. After Patal Lok and definitely criminal justice also, there has been a lot of offers that keep coming. And for me, quantity is not important. And I don't want to be a part of everything where I'm not adding anything and people will not even remember what I'm doing in the series or the films or, wherever, in whatever form of entertainment it is. For me, it's important that I do something that gives me a lot of job satisfaction and I can come back home a happy actor and those performances will be remembered. And I can say that, I've done better than what I've done last.
Yes.
So these things are very important and for me, I want to perform. So that is like point 1 to 10. It doesn't matter whether you're giving me a grandmom's role or an auntie's role. Yeah, definitely not mummy of my age people, but yeah, I want to do different kinds, and I want to work with directors. I want to do good films and good work, and of course I'm working in Bengal also. I did 2 feature films this year, and that is something that is always going to be there. But in Bombay and in Hindi medium language, I definitely want to do things that are substantial, because there's no point, doing a lot of things and doing everything and, being visible everywhere, but then nobody is remembering, or even if they're talking about the film, if they're not talking about me, then there's no point of me being there.
Yes.
So that is very important, that if you're talking about my film, you do dedicate a paragraph to my performance. Otherwise, what's the point?
More power to you on that.
Thank you.
We cannot end this conversation without talking about the music album.
Yo,
Yes.
it's all on
Trivedi,
loop
you
for all of
guys.
us.
Trivedi.
We have to do this.
Totally.
When there are so many amazing songs, how do you make sure what goes in and what doesn't, and when? And how do you give those cues? And for you guys, lip syncing to these songs, we don't make lip syncing songs anymore, and I miss them. How is that experience?
No, so what went into it was that the script was written, the songs are part of, as you know,
Yes.
the songs are an inherent part of,
Yes.
of the storytelling. And I got Kausar Munir, Swanand Kirkire, Varun Grover, Amitabh Bhattacharya to come and write one
Yes.
song each. And they knew the script and they knew the brief. I gave them a brief. It was a very clear brief. And Trivedi composed, they wrote. It was approved. There was nothing that what I keep or what I don't keep in the song, because what they wrote was perfect. They're very intelligent writers, so they understood when they read the script what was needed from it. They got the brief. They did a great job. So it was perfect. Their first thing that they wrote got approved.
That's amazing.
So the only person who gave an option was Varun. He gave an option for the antra, and I said, oh, it's the second antra. It's not an option. Trivedi also gave me an option. He played Rubaiyan and Pheruna Nazariya ka usme, and I said, nahi, option nahi hai, ye wo wala gana hai. And I made the melody, the song. I said, when you are doing such great things, also because I've worked as a lyricist.
Exactly.
So you learn from that experience that what, as a lyricist, you have to face in a studio. What you've seen the film, what Majru faces in
Yes.
that room. I didn't. But the least I can do is make sure that my music team doesn't face that. So that was great. And they all sing, so they can
Yes.
lip syncing for them is a breeze. But yeah, lip sync songs don't exist anymore. Here it's justified. They are singers, so they can lip
But
sync.
I miss those songs.
You miss them.
Yeah. Lip syncing songs were Bollywood at a time.
Yeah.
That's
They were the
true.
essence.
That's true.
But that's why I'm so, because when you were speaking, I thoda sa laughed for a second. That was only because it was my first time lip syncing.
Okay.
And thank you, I sing, okay, but lip syncing is a different craft,
To enter the movie
With
while
so
singing.
much patience, she has made me lip sync. Because that's a different craft. That's not like,
Yes.
it is in Indian cinema, that is a part of acting and that is the craft of acting, but it is a skill to lip sync. Like, it is different. And through this film, I've also learned that. So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you also.
But with that, thank you so much for this conversation and all the best for the
Thank you.
movie.
Thank you. Thank you.